What am I running the intro?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not doing like the thing? Oh,
No, I couldn't get it to work, so go ahead.
oh okay. Fuck. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from somewhere in Canada, Cleveland, Ohio, and Erie, Pennsylvania. With the seats, fuck this. I'm AJ, geriatric hands, ex-professional Halo player. Will gun every single one of you off of a head glitch, Hammond, or AJ man. I'm joined with Mr. Michael Hishmet to my whatever the fuck
Do
this.
I have to give a description about myself?
This guy, and then the host with the most, Jake, could never gun me off a heady with scump thumbs, Ognabean.
That's a bold take, Cotton. That's a bold take. But what's up, everyone?
Yeah.
We're back. We're back. It's been
What's
a
going
while.
on, guys? I'm Michael. I'm new.
No, you're not.
You're
You're used to the channel. You've been on the channel before.
Let me introduce myself properly. I am a billionaire, genius, playboy, philanthropist.
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
Yep. I have what they call a megalodon in the community because I got a fucking massive fucking ding ding.
Oh my god!
I'm just fucking naturally born on the fucking sticks. That's pretty much everything about me.
Hish, I want you to kind of start the podcast by kind of talking first off about how you saved that family of 10 people from that burning house fire and managed to rescue all of those puppies from that orphan.
The Great Fire of 09. I remember that. Dude, it was the sun was setting. Yeah,
I wanted to thank you too. I wanted to thank you for letting me borrow your Porsche.
Yeah, seriously.
Brother, I remember putting a whole family in that Porsche, tying them to the fucking roof like a deer. That was a good time. Just bringing them all to the hospital, man. Just fucking engines going, and the fucking thing's going crazy.
Anyway, today we're here to talk mostly about roster mania and the absolute nonsense that has been kind of going on in the scenes, off the scenes, in the streets, in the city, Doesn't matter. It's been kind of crazy. So, we'll first start off by talking about, OpTic, Texas. We're going to start off strong with this one. We'll start with, Hish's opinion on the Huke pickup.
Opinions. A lot of them, not bad, but not good. Obviously everybody in the OpTic green wall brick green by fucking whatever the fuck community would want a Pred. Obviously, everybody would want Pred.
Anyone in the fucking league would want Pred, dude. He's one of the best players in the game. And he's the biggest breakout rookie since Simp.
Whoa.
What about Hydra?
He hasn't won enough. He hasn't won enough.
He hasn't won neither enough. His Pred though, so I guess sort of like Hydra, but like Hydra and Pred kind of came at the same time. I'd take Pred over Hydra any day of the week.
No, I would too.
I don't know.
But I'm thinking even Standy too, because Standy had a good breakout year.
Yeah, but Standy kind of had that sleeper year in Vanguard.
What do you mean sleeper year? He's sleeper this year too.
Yeah, he had one good year. Is what, CW?
Yeah, CW. Yeah. I think he's having a better year this year than he is last year.
Yeah, but he's not like a holy shit, everyone be afraid. It's like, dude, like so many people, for example, this is going way off topic, right? But Venom, dude, everyone's like, oh, you better watch out for LA Thieves when Venom's on the roster and he's getting fucking assassinated on Checkmate.
Yeah. There's not literally
It's the issue with CDL rookies too, because it's such a coin flip, and there hasn't been someone that's been you've taken them from challengers and you put them in the Call of Duty League, right? There hasn't been any middle of the pack challengers players. It's either a boom or a bust.
Yeah.
Which is leading into my opinion on Huke on OpTic, which is there's going to be no in between. It's either going to go really, really well or really, really bad. I'm leaning towards the side of really well just because of the way Huke plays. Obviously, something needed to change. I was tweeting about it, literally rage tweeting during the major. Dude, please change something. It didn't work all of last year. What made you think it wanted to it was going to work this year? I get you guys are friends or whatever, but something needed to change. Was it Dashy?
No,
I'm not in the OpTic camp. I'm not behind the scenes.
I don't think it was.
But if you look at the statistics, he has the lowest engagements per 10 minutes in the league. On top of an already slow OpTic roster, the way Modern Warfare 2 plays, it's unacceptable, right? And obviously they had enough time at the start of the year to fix that. And leading up to the major, scrims up to the major, right? They played slow last year too. It's not something like they've had an entire year, and don't flame me. I understand that Vanguard plays totally differently than Modern Warfare 2, but like Call of Duty fundamentals are Call of Duty fundamentals across all games. I don't care how bad the game is.
Yeah.
If you're wanting to fix pacing issues, bringing Huke in and dropping Dashy was a good decision.
I don't think it was Dashy.
If that was the only issue, that's my take on
I
it.
just know that it wasn't Dashy's fucking gunny. At least we know that.
Oh, of course not. He's ridiculously good.
Yeah.
I think since the start of OpTic Texas and Rambo Ray coming in, there's been a lot. I mean, even since OGLA, you could see how. I mean, Dashy basically benched himself on that team because he couldn't get on 100.
On that team either, or two.
Here's my thing, though, is right. We really don't know.
No. He didn't bench himself. They benched him, and everybody freaked out.
Yeah, because he had a phenomenal year the year
and
before.
They brought him in, who went Hollow? Was it? I think they brought in Hollow for him.
Hollow, TJ Holly. I don't know that.
No, it wasn't TJ Haley. It was Hollow. I'm pretty sure that guy's name.
Yeah, it was Hollow and Traza. That's who came in for OGLA.
Point being is that we really don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Obviously, I don't think we ever will because we know how OpTic is and they're going to keep it hush-hush no matter what. Be like, oh, no, it was fine. We just all didn't agree. Shotzi came out and even said it. He was like, we all felt like we just weren't playing as a cohesive unit. We felt like, it just wasn't working and we needed to fix pacing issues. My question to that is, where in the conversation do you go Dashy, Ender? That's my only thing, right? Because we know no matter what since last year, and this was proposed, that this previous roster has been even thought about going and running it back. They've talked about dropping Dashy and Illy. So my question is does Illy already have his foot out the door, seeing that now, Dashy got his self kicked off the roster? Is Illy next? Let me rephrase that. Illy's next. Why? Because they were already looking at our cities.
Here's the thing, right? So the reason it's Dashy over Ender, right, is going back to the engagements per minute statistic. But on top of that, right, there's some intangibles that Illy has that Dashy doesn't. One of those things is, okay, you take a roster of, you take anyone out of that roster, right? Dashy immediately becomes the most droppable. I don't care how good of gun skill he has. Illy is undroppable on that roster unless they find another in-game leader.
Yeah, that's true.
Snuff's not going to do it. Shotzi sure as hell's not going to do it.
I still, that's kind of where I get stuck on this team, though, is I don't think Illy's a good leader. Obviously, I don't know. I don't know
if I call him a good leader.
In-game leader, right?
And
I've play calling, right?
Yeah.
And I've said this since the start of this roster, AJ. They don't have a good in-game leader. Everyone always talks about how shit Lamar is. Accuracy, right? Everyone's like, why don't they... Hold on. And everyone goes, why doesn't Seattle drop him and pick up someone like Dashy? And I think because that team doesn't work without Lamar. And I kind of see
because
that
fucking new.
That Lamar is the glue that holds that Seattle Surge roster together. It doesn't matter if you have Sib or you have Pred. The issue is that Lamar does a lot of, like AJ said, a lot of the intangibles of doing everything that someone needs to. But I think Lamar has kind of been put on the back burner for the past couple of years, and everyone flames him. But he's definitely a solid IGL that I think most people, especially with a young team, you really need. And in my opinion, I kind of feel like this OpTic roster kind of needs someone like that. I'm not saying Lamar in particular. It could be anyone. I feel like they need someone that's going to kind of just be, hey guys, round 11, get this, we're going for top 3. But instead, OpTic checks out at round 11 S&D. And that's just been, they haven't had a clutch factor. They haven't had the ice.
I got some
Oh,
takes in my chat.
let's go. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
What's that?
From our boy Simba.
Oh, tell somebody to get over here so
Slasher-
I can read it easier.
Should we get him in here?
Yeah. No, because it's gonna take too much to fill up the whole screen right now.
He said Slasher and Dashy didn't like each other, and Slasher wanted to run his system. And then he said, "How did Dashy get himself off the roster? He had the most time on the game. You guys got whack takes."
I got whack takes, bro.
Proceed.
Okay. No, like, dude, think about it logically, dude. Dashy's the first one out because he plays the slowest. He's had maybe he fixed it, right? He's had issues of like whatever the whole he doesn't play enough or is a terrible teammate narrative. I really don't care about that. But statistically, like, he's the first to go. In anyone with the and I'm not insulting you, but like anyone that like looks at those statistics, if I'm a coach, right, I'm taking those statistics and keeping those in mind first, right? Then I'm asking the team, like, okay, what do you think the issue is? Okay, the issue is pacing. Well, who plays the slowest on the map? Going back to the stats again, right? Like, if you're seeing other teams having success playing fast and your team literally plays the slowest out of the game, like it's.
Yeah. No, I
don't want to say it's a no-brainer because it's freaking Dashy, right? That's the X factor here. But it's the most logical step to take.
Yeah.
And and again, like, Ender's the in-game leader. Scump's not gonna call plays. Shotzi Church's not gonna call plays. Arcities could if they got Arcities. Pred's not gonna call plays if he gets put in there. Like, that's why unless it was gonna be accuracy or Pred or Arcities or Pred, they weren't gonna make a 2-man change.
Yeah.
Ever. Because no one is gonna shot call.
No, yeah, no one's. The only person I see doing it, like you said, is Ender.
Ake said this too. The reason,
maybe a little
like,
bit.
Think about why Scump is so good. And Ake said this on the flank. I'm literally gonna it's one of the only takes that I've ever agreed with Ake's on. Scump is a phenomenal soldier. He will go do exactly what you tell him to over and over and over and over and over flawlessly, right?
Yeah.
Not every superstar player has to be a giga brain in-game leader.
Yeah.
And not every superstar is going to be. Literally, you think of every single pro in Call of Duty who's made flashy plays. Scump, Pred, Shotzi, Simp, Abizi, like Celium.
Well,
Celium's not the IGL. Slasher is. No in-game leader is going to have flashy plays. Like, who was the IGL when OpTic had the dynasty? I think it was formal for respawns and then Karma/Crim for search. But for a while, it was just Karma. Formal just stepped up for IW champs.
Yeah.
So
because he said IW was the year that he basically no-lifed it.
Yeah. So it makes sense to drop Dashy if you're making a change.
Yeah.
In my eyes, right? This is just my opinion.
And the only reason why I'm okay with Huke is because of the whole XCO shit. They got Chem. They won rings together. Ring together. They know they know each other's play styles, even though they've played a year and a half away from each other. A year, 2 years. What? Vanguard, Cold War, and Vanguard. Yeah, 2 years away from each other. But other than that, he's a
worry that I have. Well, that's my worry for Huke is that his ceiling is so incredibly high.
Yeah.
But his floor is so incredibly low. So,
I think for Huke, you win. You won this deal, right? For OpTic, it's kind of a.
And this is Huke's last chance.
I think. I think he's got one more.
No. I think Huke is that one player who will always find himself on a team.
I mean, fucking TJ Halley can do it.
Yeah, TJ Halley can.
That's what I'm saying.
TJ Halley can. He definitely can.
No offense to TJ on that, but
no, all offense taken, TJ. We are still surprised 2 podcasts in that you're still in the fucking league, and I will die on this hill. I am impressed. After watching his gameplay, I saw him make maybe 1 to. He is the one person in the league that pisses me off. The second one was Spart, and Spart's gone. Okay, TJ, you're next, and I will. And I'm gonna die on this hill. If you're Paris, and I know, okay, so this is gonna be a short-winded tangent, right? If you're Paris, right? Hear me out here. You say fuck it. You drop the bag on Dashy, you pick him up, you drop TJ.
Actually, to Boston for Zinni.
I was gonna say Dashy to Seattle for Lamar.
No.
No, Dashy can't IGL. Who's
Dashy,
gonna IGL in that team?
Why
Mac.
do they give a
Mac.
fuck? They're getting a good player.
Well, you could apply the same logic to like
That's not how that team works, though.
you could apply the same logic to the OpTic trade. Like the parent company of the Seattle Surge has apparently been bleeding money for 5 years, and
Nope.
OpTic was ready to throw the bag at Seattle. They were literally about to throw the bag at Seattle for Pred, and then Seattle's like, no, we're just gonna keep him and let him walk free at the end of the year. Like he's a free agent at the end of the year, and they didn't take the money for him. So like,
they're not bleeding money, AJ.
Yeah, I did check that the other day.
I fact checked it.
Yeah, they had like a record year last year or something. It was pretty impressive, actually.
It was,
but
because
it's still like, as a business, you take the money, right? Traditionally, you know, if my camera's like unfocused, whatever, dude. You know, traditionally, you take the money. Like, I don't care how much money you're making. If OpTic Game is going to throw a bag at you for a player, and you still have Sib Mac accuracy, right? You could find a cookie cutter player that it doesn't really slay as heavily as Pred does, but like can kind of do the job, and you'll still have like a top 5 team.
I see. Here's my
Am I
thing.
wrong?
I think Seattle has a really good team, especially coming off of a really hot major. Even though they did get, what was that, 5-2, 5-3'd by New York. To be fair, New York looked hot as shit coming into that major. There you go. But what I think if you're Seattle, you don't want to break up that team because they're checked after you lose Pred, right? I think they're checked. I mean, you lose more money. Even though
you give Sib some room to sort of do his thing, I think he could grow and do it just as good as Pred is, if not better.
I agree, without a doubt. I don't think Sib does as well once Pred's off that team, though.
And you do lose some of that chemistry.
You lose a lot of that chemistry. You got to form new chemistry right before a major too.
I think as a community, we read too much into things like chemistry.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I would say yes and no. You have to remember that these princesses in the COD League. Oh yeah, I'm calling all you guys princesses because you guys can.
Oh
play
yeah,
about
dude, you guys act like 4-year-olds.
everything.
Holy shit, dude!
I've heard less high school drama in going to high school.
You get called bad at the game and freak out, bro. You know how much literal verbal abuse I went through playing Halo.
Twit longer incoming. AJ, you played against Huke. What do you think?
It's ridiculous.
Kids cracked. But
God, it was an online tourney, bro. It was an online tourney. I killed him like once, and then I was just like, dude, I can't. Like, I spawn died. Like, my entire team was checked after 2 minutes in that match. We got 3-0'd in like 20 minutes.
There's no shot.
There is one X factor that bothers me about.
Wait, we got some more takes.
Hold on. Let me finish this, then we can take a take. So, she brought up the Zeo thing, right?
Yeah.
So there's a pretty big X factor that comes in line with the Zeo thing. Do you know what that X factor was?
Well, the last time they played with each other, they won champs, so it's like high expectations now.
Nope. Huke was on Adderall.
Okay, well.
He wasn't for the LAG major, the Fluke major.
He didn't even. Did he even play in that major?
He wasn't even.
Yeah, I think he did.
No, he didn't. No, he got benched for Spart.
Oh yeah, true. I'm faded. Holy shit.
Sim, Slasher, Spart. Getting someone.
What'd you say? Attach, right? No.
Nope.
No, I said Asim.
Asim,
yeah.
Slasher, Spart.
Yeah, no.
Neptune?
It was Slasher, Asim, Huke, Spart.
Oh, okay. It was Huke? Okay.
Yeah.
He had a very quiet major compared to Asim, however you want to call it.
Is it Asim?
Asim. Okay, there you go. Well, compared to him, who threw that entire, and I don't care what you say, people, Asim carried that major, but that's neither here nor there. Let's take some takes from the crowd.
Let me get it up. Let's see. We got. I think Shotzi is the problem here.
Nope.
He's trying to do too much and on a different pace from the whole team.
No.
Can you say that again? I wasn't paying attention.
I think Shotzi is the problem here. He's trying to do too much and on a different pace from the whole team.
I will.
Well, that's
hold on.
that's
hold
the
on.
entire
AJ, I'll
thing.
go. AJ, I'll go, and then I'll let because I know what's about to come out of your mouth. Right. So here's the thing. Right. I think it's good to start now, for Shotzi to start doing it before. Right. Because if you really think about it, this is the first time in COD history that you really have 2 chances to go at the game. Okay. Second off, Shotzi trying to do too much, I don't think is a very good take on that. Why? Because going into this major, all of the guns changed. GA's happening. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of the teams were out of touch, but I wouldn't be surprised if, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, well, New York fried. I don't see New York doing well after this major. We can pin it here, do whatever, and we can come back to this take, but I don't see New York doing well after this major. Coming in, Shotzi, I don't think is doing too much. I think Shotzi is doing just enough. I think everyone else on the team isn't doing enough.
He did the same fucking thing for 2.5 years on the Empire, and you're telling him he's doing too much
He's
now.
doing too much, yeah. But the same Shotzi that's doing too much is doing the same.
Also, the New York take is faded, but like it's all because it's Sender, dude. People are actually fucking listening to Sender, and
I'm not faded. I don't think they do that well.
He tries to go rogue, and they don't do the fundamentals. This game, you can't go rogue. It costs you if you're not doing the fundies. That was 5v5.
well, if you would have phrased it like that, I would have agreed with you. But saying that he does too much is just not.
That's what Shotzi does. He's a little workhorse. He goes and runs around the map. They don't take.
All right.
They don't.
No,
take
so I
long
can see where
runs.
you're coming from now that you phrase it like that. But just saying that he's done too much is like he's done the same thing. Well, he did it in 4v4 too. Like Empire had a ton of success in Cold War.
Yeah.
Not a ton, but like they had success in Cold War, right? Like they were a top 3 team all year.
8th at champs, I think. What was it?
Oh, what they won a major,
Yes.
right? No, they didn't.
Oh.
In Vanguard, yeah, they did. They won the first major.
No, Cold War.
Cold War, they won the first major.
What? There was no the Empire in Vanguard.
Yeah.
Cold War they won
First
stage 5. They were first and second in stage 5. Okay, third at stage 2. Third at champs 2021.
Click this link in general.
You have it up.
What on Discord?
I can't click it.
Yeah.
I'll click it.
Because I'll lose everything.
Oh, it's a stream. Okay, I don't have access.
It's just the. Oh, you don't?
No.
It's the chat.
Yeah.
She told me to tell you guys to pull up the chat, but I was just gonna send you a link.
Yeah, it's okay.
But
what the fuck did you? He just sent the pair. But for this AR heavy trigger game, you cater to the sub that's going rogue and isn't the most effective in the game. Would you say SMGs are as important as ARs in this game?
no. Yes.
Oh my god, hold on.
I don't know. What? Yeah, they're all equally as important.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I don't
Traditionally, they're traditionally more. They're a little bit more important than ARs have been in the past.
Yeah.
But that's just because everything's backwards about this game, right?
True.
Like you could have an AR heavy game and still quote unquote do too much as a sub, and as long as you have a flex that's kind of like filling in the gaps, in theory you'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
Am I faded? Like, am I?
No,
what?
no, I
Someone
agree
check
with
me,
that.
please. Okay.
I agree with that.
I think it depends. I think this map relies heavily on a flex player, and I will die on this one.
I like how the new Call of Duties are having more flex.
I think a flex player is more pivotal in this game than running 3 subs.
Because like, when did the flex really start? I'd say like
AW, yeah, but they weren't as predominant in like Modern Warfare.
Full year. I was gonna say full year BO4.
I'll give you
BO3.
BO4.
Would you have BO the Man of War?
Yeah.
The M8, the VMP, the CUDA,
HVK,
the ICR, but I don't think.
Except only Killa used the HVK. ICR is BO4.
There was an ICR.
Anyway, we're getting off topic
Was there?
here, boys.
Yeah,
That's
it
cool.
didn't shoot straight like a fucking.
Oh yeah.
We're getting off topic. So I think that's enough talking about the OpTic roster. Let's move on to the new LAG roster.
Jesus. Should have done it at the beginning of the year.
The bro Exceed still sitting on the bench.
No, Diamond
Yeah,
Con is.
that's-
Oh, Diamond Con is.
Diamond Con is.
That
They
would
brought
just-
everyone else
Diamond-
but Diamond Con,
Diamond Con
and
should be on that roster.
I don't think. I
Oh,
don't
Exceed.
think. I don't think so.
I would put Diamond Con.
You
100%
replace
on.
Diamond Con with Arcities
Mm.
for Arcities.
who's the other guy?
That's a hot take.
Diamond Con for Arcities.
That's a
Who's gonna-
hot take. Ish. That is a hot
I'm not
take.
saying. I never say coming in for Alex.
Who would you have him in there for then?
Who's the other area? I mean, who guess really doesn't matter.
Assault,
What's the team
Exceed, Joe Deceives, and Arcities.
What place is LAG at right now?
I would take Exceed out of all that.
What place are they at right now?
Exceed?
10th.
I would go Joe
10th.
Deceives.
All right, they went to top 10 to top 7.
Top 8, maybe.
If I was gonna say top 8.
Top
I
6.
think
How fucking
they put a lot of time, or they put a lot of money into a roster that didn't end up working.
Well, no shit, dude. Spart had a breakout year or breakout tournament and then
And they signed him on a 3-year.
didn't do shit. And then I don't know what made them think, oh shit, this is an incredible idea to have him start again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had one event that he magically made a fucking class and shit on everybody. And then
Dude, yeah, that was ridiculous.
the fuck.
I
has he
was
done
rooting
since?
for him though, because who the fuck wants FaZe to win?
No.
True.
I mean, I like LAG. Personally, I thought they were going to keep a seam on the team. A sim.
I thought that was their franchise player for sure.
I thought that was
everybody who
too.
Drops that guy is faded. I don't know how people like.
I don't know
He is
how.
one of the best players in the league right now. He's top 5 in the league right now.
Yeah. No, he's not.
Or over who?
No, he's not. He's not top 5 in the league.
As an SMG,
Celium, Hydra, Skies, Scrappy,
Celium's a flex.
Afro. I'm just reading down the overall KD's Michael 1, 2.
okay, I don't give. It's not all about KD, dickhead.
A seam
Fuck,
comes
you
in
read
with
Reddit.
1.09. So he is below Insight, Temp, Attach, Civ,
Wait, so
Afro.
did you just say Celium's not a flex? That is.
Celium's definitely the
Celium-
flex.
I was gonna say Celium. I'm pretty
Celium's
sure
definitely the flex. He's the off AR, if you really want to call it that.
Flex.
Flex.
And off the pitch is a flex.
Anyway, so that roster doesn't get much better. Then we have London Royal Ravens benching Paul X. He's not the problem. He's not the problem. He wasn't the problem.
Yeah, but Scraps is in now.
Yeah, I like Scraps. Don't get me
Or
wrong.
Maddie.
That whole fucking roster is sleeper. I don't care.
That's a weird roster.
Don't even get me.
Wait, who's on it now? Scraps.
All right.
Trey,
Let's run it back to the
Maddie?
first podcast. I said they're gonna get exposed on LAN.
You did. I'll agree with you. And they did.
They didn't- Oh no, yeah, they got. shit
They
on.
got exposed. They literally lost to the new LAG roster.
I mean, dude, those guys are good.
Can't really get exposed any more than being a pro team and being fucked by a minor league team.
Yeah, but all these guys are pros. That's the thing.
The Hill.
Oh yeah, I know, but
Well,
still,
most
it's
of these
like
guys used to be old pros.
Besides Joe Deceives.
still, bro.
Yeah, he's new.
It's like, dude. The reason that I make a big deal out of challengers teams even taking maps off of like a considerable amount of maps off of professional teams is that these challengers players don't have the salary most of the time. They don't have the coaching most of the time. They don't have the facilities most of the time. When they scrim, they're not playing with each other like at a facility. They're not playing on the same ping. They're not playing off the same host. They're playing on the same server mode. I mean, they're playing on the same server, but like you get the idea. Professional teams in every case but Vegas, because for some reason they don't even have a fucking facility.
They play in their bedrooms.
You just have so much. You have literally every tool you would ever need in esports to improve.
Yeah.
Exponentially more than a challenger player does on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Which is why I freak out when challengers teams beat pro teams.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, holy shit, they really
Like-
got exposed. Because the London camp has money. They practice from a beautiful facility. They have great coaching. Like, come on.
Where
You
are
know?
they again?
Fuck,
are they
they're,
at? Maryland? No, not Maryland. Atlanta? No. Where the fuck is it? Carolina, South Carolina.
No,
Yeah.
Texas.
Oh, Soap's in my chat.
They're in Texas.
A lot of pros are pros because of their name.
Yes.
So it's just
Yes,
a friendship league.
Yes, Soap.
So-
It's a friendship league, and I will agree with this. Multiple
okay,
people have come out and
friendship
said
league,
it. It is true.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. Not surprising.
That is the
No.
only reason TJ Holly is still in the league, and I will die on this hill.
Dude,
Is because Temp wanted him. TJ Holly is not good.
It's not good, right? But here's the thing: even if they're there because of their name, right? It doesn't change the fact that they have all the opportunities I just listed, dude. Like that's my entire point. And I guess what I'm trying to say is like, if it's not working, fucking change something. You're a business at the end of the day. You need to win to stay afloat, or you need sponsors to stay afloat. And if you want sponsors, you really got to perform,
Yeah,
right?
but I like London's change.
Me
I
too,
say it's an
for
upgrade.
sure.
I don't
Same
Same with Pro Loot too.
I don't
Damn.
think Paul X. The only reason Pro Loot's in the league is because he was on OpTic, dying on that hill. Second,
Yeah, but what did he do on OpTic? He had what, one good event,
No,
and then that's when. Well, remember
Hell
that's
no.
when Hex went into the camera with like a contract or whatever.
yeah, it was
I
just
think
14
challenges
day.
hasn't been dipped into too much because land is where it counts. Now that challenges is having lands, I feel like it's going to be dipped into more.
I agree.
Yeah, but hopefully,
agree.
hopefully we don't have to wait for every first event of the year to have that. Hopefully it's at every fucking
No,
year.
like the Boston Breach one that they did last year. I mean, you know,
because we went to Toronto. The Challengers pit was sick. when we
yeah.
went.
it was arguably more entertaining than the main stage.
It
Yeah.
was, and Doug was there, so we got a little horny.
Anyway,
Yeah, I'm
Are
standing
you
next
going
to
to
Doug
Boston?
Sensor
No, I'm
Martin.
gonna-
I think nasty.
I see the wire.
Nasty.
he's wearing.
Nah, so all of us are going to Toronto.
I think if you replace someone on that London team, it is nasty. Time and time again have they had issues coming to LAN and winning. Okay. Look at Nasty.
Yeah.
Look at Gizmo. Look at Harry. Look at fill in the blank. I guess it was just Gizmo
Listen,
and Nasty.
the
And
only
there's
thing
still one common denominator there. Nasty. He does well online, and then he gets onto LAN, and he can't see because the fucking stage lights are in his eyes, and he's going 4-23.
Listen, they weren't in his eyes; it was in the monitor.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I don't care where they are.
Talking about the stallion, at least you're right.
Oh my
You
fucking
mean
god!
Trey? Bro, you don't know what you're talking about at this point.
Who is that? Who is that? Soap?
Who? Soap, yeah, he's checking you at this point.
Oh, Soap. You're calling Trey out? I will say Trey has had him in sleeper year this year.
I just
and
smoked the
it's,
fucking blinker and fuck. Oh, we got people in the chat. I think should have stayed and Trey dropped.
Ooh, Trey dropped.
Nah, you can't. I don't know.
Trey's got
I
that same
think
Lamar
he's-
accuracy thing where you can't drop him.
I think he's nearing the end of his shelf life.
Yeah.
The London problem is that they want
But I said the same thing about Lamar in Cold War, and then he fucking won in Vanguard. So holy shit, baby.
Holy man.
I don't know. You guys think they should have kept Paul and dropped Trey?
Yes.
No,
Mixed situations here.
I think if you're gonna drop anyone, it should have been Nasty, and I will die.
Paul's ass.
Paul is good.
I feel like Paul doesn't have the passion.
Paul's ass.
I don't know. Like he got like benched and he like brought a twit longer.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, go grind. I don't know.
Go grind.
Like, I just don't like Paul.
Shit. Okay. Yeah. No. Paul, that's what I'm saying. Like Paul literally got benched and he wrote a fucking twit longer. And he gave out Scraps' like announcement and shit. Like he chalked it.
Yep. Remember how we were saying high school drama?
Yeah. Dashy should retire too. Guy's been mentally chalked since BO4.
Ooh.
I don't know if
Damn.
he's been. I feel like that OGLA roster kind of fucked it.
Yeah, but I think with
Yeah.
Dashy, I think things worked out for the best for Dashy. To be
I mean,
honest
that
with
was
you,
also 3 years ago. If you're not over that, get like by now.
What?
If Dashy's not over the OGLA shit by now, I would like.
it's his ego, bro. That's all it is. He's got a
Yeah, but
weakness.
he did good.
Which is
last
why
year
I
until the
think he
flashy
got
shit.
dropped.
Ego,
I
bro.
mean, he was only good at
Play-
BO4. He hasn't done anything since.
Dude, all right. So
Actually,
here's the thing. This is totally unrelated to the fucking discussion. But Dude, watching that in person and then just watching them get full sailed and then just watching them
Yeah, we
lose the
watched
whole
last year in
series
person.
and then watching just like the entire OpTic gaming roster that gets paid the most money out of the entire Call of Duty league and has the one of the veterans of Call of Duty just lose their entire mental, even though each of them has been playing Call of Duty for collectively probably 4 or more years at that point, just absolutely lose full in a major match. I was like, why are you professionals? I don't care, bro. I don't care how good you are, bro. You're up there. You've been playing for this long. I, you don't see actual athletes, and I hate to make this comparison because I love esports. You don't see actual athletes seeing something go wrong and then absolutely just like refusing to play the way they've been playing the rest of the fucking year. You know what I mean? It just blows my mind to no end how some of these pros can be so mentally fragile. I don't get it. I'm sorry. It's because they've literally had like no social skills, but like I don't mean that was a joke. But
AJ. Soap said I like this guy. He kind of looks like Zinni too.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Nah, but like it's a legitimate issue. Like the joke aside, you play Call of Duty every day, all day. Shit happens in scrims. You don't chalk the whole fucking scrim up, right? You get paid to do this, and I get it. You're under pressure, right? You can crack under pressure. It happens. But to lose a whole fucking series when you're up 5-1 like that, and then get reverse swept. I don't know if it was reverse swept, but like I think it was reverse swept. Yeah, because I
Yeah, they got
remember like
reverse swept.
Yeah.
you dude,
Because it
like
was-
you like in for a coach to not step in and get a mental reset in there. I'm sure he tried, but like, dude, it blows my mind to no end how the entire year can go wrong because of that, and the dominoes just keep falling, right? And it's not just an OpTic gaming thing.
No.
Like you see it with so many other teams. Like
Minnesota
you
and
guys are
Toronto.
25, 23 to 28 years old. A Call of Duty singular play didn't go your way. Get up there and do what you're being paid $200,000 to do like normal.
Like imagine if Clay let it get to him.
Right.
Imagine.
Like
Then what? Then what? The
the
motherfucker wouldn't have what, 2 rings, 3 rings?
the
2 rings?
players in the league don't have the grit. They don't like most of them. I mean, I say most of them. OpTic, that last OpTic roster really
That was.
didn't have what it takes to push through, and it blew my mind. Like,
Yeah, but again, I always bring this back. The whole Illy situation kind of fucked everything up too.
No.
well, yeah,
Like,
you can't avoid that.
Do you think the year would have? Okay, the year obviously would have gone better if they had Ender.
No.
Obviously,
I don't
You don't
think
think-
so.
you don't think so?
No. I think
What? Wait, what? Clay loses full all the time. Yeah, but he doesn't fucking do it like Dashy did. Clay laughs it off. Dashy actually got annoyed by it and shit.
I think that roster, right? Illy doesn't get injured. Make it past maybe Major 2, Major 3. They run into phase. They lose to phase. I don't think they beat phase.
FaZe didn't even do good last year.
Second
they
place
did
every
okay.
single time.
They made every single finals, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like, when they
God,
had
I'm a-
good Ender, they fucking beat them.
I don't
Yeah,
think
but that
they
was
did.
also major one.
It was also Major 1.
Yeah, but Major 2 isn't when he got in, like
OpTic-
when everything was starting to go downhill.
OpTic typically always does better at the beginning of the year. Look at their stats. They always do good beginning of the year, right around since the start of the CDL. They do good Major 1, Major 2, Major 3. Except
they
for
don't
Modern
practice.
Warfare, where they placed third at Champs, that Huntsman roster.
Oh, Ender dropped a 1.2 at Major 2 with a fuck thumb.
That's crazy.
That's not so.
That's crazy.
So you think so? He was really trying that. He was probably really pushing through the pain. He
Yeah.
probably fucked it there. He probably really fucked it getting that 1.2.
Yeah, bro. That shit had to hurt. But
I wouldn't.
how do we keep getting back to the OpTic? We're talking about everything else.
Somehow they're the center point of every fucking.
Yeah.
Because I wake up every morning and look at that flag and realize I root for a losing franchise.
Bruce just dropped 52 in Pro 8s. He's still.
I don't care.
Still
I
not
don't
good.
care. It's eights. It's eights. It's eights. It's like Scrimbucks, dude. I don't care how you do in eights. I care how you do on the main stage on LAN. I don't give a fuck.
Oh wait, do you guys think Bruce gets on a team
No.
after Major 2?
No.
Yeah, Boston for Zinni.
No.
No.
I don't think Bruce gets on a team. I think
Boston for Zinni.
I don't think teams
You're
are
calling
willing,
me faded. You call me faded till it happens.
I will.
wholeheartedly say fucking for Lamar. I'll say for Lamar.
No, I don't think
Lamar's got the intangibles.
they're not dropping Lamar.
City does not.
I
Unless he goes to
don't
LV.
think they get rid. I don't think he gets on a team. I really don't. I
What
think
about, him for Cammy.
no. I don't think it happens any way, shape, or form. I don't think he gets on a team. Why? One, because he's a main AR. So most teams right now already have a main AR, and unless
You know what, Hish?
Hmm.
Sorry, go ahead, Augie. Go finish. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I was gonna say, and I think coming out of the OpTic camp, and there's been a lot of things that say Dash doesn't like to do this, Dash doesn't like to do that. So I personally, I think he's got some more maturing to do before he gets onto a pro team, because I think it's hard to bring someone in that's uncoachable and has so much raw talent and skill at anything that he does. I think it's very hard to bring him onto your team and then be like, hey man, you fucked up here, and then him not take responsibility for it, or him not wanting to practice, or him X, Y, and Z. There's just been two coaches now that have both been like, he doesn't like to practice, doesn't like to do as a pro what you're expected to do, which is get on, play the game, practice, not get on, play Valorant, And
Dashy to Toronto is interesting.
Dashy to Toronto is interesting though, but I think especially coming from someone like Rambo Ray being like, this kid doesn't like to practice. Obviously we don't know what goes on behind those closed door phone calls and what Rambo's actual opinion of him is. And to be fair, they could just have two very strong personalities and they just don't clash. And when Ray tries to fix something, could change. But maybe he does get lucky and ends up on a team, and a team takes a chance and
make me lose full.
hey.
When did Rambo say that? That's what he said in my chat.
I never said he said that. I just said that. I just said
It wasn't Rambo that said that. It was Krim that said that.
Oh, Krim, my bad.
Listen,
Listen,
we got to take everything Crimsick says with a grain of fucking salt.
I don't think Krim's faded on everything. I will say that.
He's not faded on everything, but he's faded on a lot of.
He's faded on a lot of things. I listened to. Did you get the phone call he had with Dashy and just trying to make him the enemy of everyone? I was like, dude, I feel so bad, But at the same time, Krim did that shit to himself, so.
That's true.
But
that I would have seen a YouTube clip of that. I mean, I didn't even know Pred talked about it on his stream about the whole situation.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
They said the deal was like 80% done. But
and then what happened?
Seattle backed out and said no, long term.
That was a bitch. I mean, OpTic's 100% getting him for next year. Like, there's no doubt about it. He's a free agent.
I think there's only 3 teams that could possibly even get him.
He's a free agent. It doesn't matter.
I think there's 3 teams, maybe 4 teams that could possibly get him.
Surge just declined?
Yeah. He stays on Surge. He goes to OpTic, FaZe, and call me faded, LAG.
You're faded.
I'm faded.
Fucking high. You're high as a fucking cut.
Pred knows his price now. LAG ain't gonna throw a bag at him after what happened this year.
$2 million. $2 million. Let me just throw that out there.
You think he's worth $2 million?
That's literally what the price.
I don't think a fucking player in this league's worth $2 million.
That was the number that was said that I heard. Call it stipulation.
Fucking Ben J. Razim?
No, it wasn't Ben. I forget who said it, but someone said 2 million. 2 million.
There's no way Pred is worth $2 million.
I'm pretty sure Hydra was worth $500,000 to 700,000.
Oh my fucking god!
He was the highest.
Huh?
There's no way it jumped up to 2.
You don't. We don't know.
Was offered
800. Okay. Well, we don't know what Scump, Simp, or Beezy makes either, but it's somewhere around 1.2, I believe.
I don't think a fucking player in this league's worth $2 million.
I would say the only one, Scump.
Scump. I think Krim was the 3rd highest, and maybe Clay back on that Empire team.
Prad's buyout was $800K.
Yeah.
Fucking mill.
Guest appearance from the cat.
Meow. Not the contract. So what was the contract worth? That's what I'm curious about now.
Well, you have to. So that.
I mean, the contract buyout was worth $800,000.
Ben, we need you.
So right, so his buyout price just to get him off Seattle 800,000, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that means that they would then have to form a contract estimating around X amount.
Probably around 200,000 a year.
200,000.
For being realistic. Yeah, 150 to 200.
No, more than that.
Nah.
Show me OpTic's payroll for OpTic Texas, just players. I guarantee you,
Simp-
not a single one of them makes over $200,000. Scump's salary is not over $200,000.
Simp-
Wait, wasn't
Simp is a player.
Shotzi 300 something? Didn't they acquire him for like 300? Didn't Empire acquire him for like 300 something?
Yeah, but that was to buy him
375?
off.
That was just a buyout.
Yeah, that was a buyout.
Okay.
The issue is that
From who? No. They bought.
They
did
bought him
buy
off
Shotzi?
I thought it was Shotzi. It was like
They bought him
off of
375K?
Splice. Yes, they bought him off of Splice. That's what I'm thinking. I was like, he's always been on Envy, but no, he hasn't. That's Huke. Oh yeah, because that Splice Halo roster was disgusting. Holy shit!
I've never watched Halo except for like when.
Oh my
the new
god,
one
was
came
it
out.
just gross? Oh my god, was Splice in Halo 5 absolutely unimaginably good?
okay, so let's estimate the fact, right? That entry level CDL players, and I don't know what 2023, right? Starting salary is 60,000 USD. So basically the entire Paris roster.
Listen, I can promise you right now. And Soap, if you're in here, I know you're friends with like them. I could promise you right now that I could smoke Tej in a 1v1 in shipment up to like 30. I could do it. I feel like I could do it. And I would put my money where my mouth is, and I got 5 gifts.
Soap, find that number right now. Soap, find that number. Find that number.
Listen, I'll do it. I'll do it right the fuck now. And I can only, if I'm streaming, I only get like 40 fucking FPS. So I'll still do it. I don't give a fuck. No, you can't. Yes, the fuck I can. Suck me.
Okay, so Alex estimated.
Okay, you guys talk. I'm
this
gonna
is-
smoke a bowl.
This is tournament earnings. Okay, anyway.
What's up, Jake? It's been like an hour.
You want to go 15, 20 more minutes?
Yeah.
All right.
Just letting you know time.
Uh,
1v1 me? Simba, why would I waste my time? That's easy.
I think that's all of the big news, to be honest with you. I think the fact that there is...
Oh, bro, you gotta admit these takes are not from me, are not faded, bro. They're educational takes.
Yeah, I think some of them.
Some of them, bro.
Some of them. Listen, I put some respect on his name. No, TJ is good, but I'm better. I'll give him his flowers. He's good.
Who do you think
But
the
I'm just better.
who do you think the next change is? Who do you think's out of the league next?
Someone at LAG. One of those fucking guys.
You think?
They're
You
making
think-
another fucking change in like another major.
My
Someone's dropping a 0.5 and they're fucking out.
It goes to OpTic after Major 2.
Ooh.
After major 2? Yeah, but what? They're gonna keep fucking throwing deals at him? Should be like, okay, well now we do 900K. Let's start there.
I don't know. Looking at a lot of these rosters, and I'm gonna say this next, it might be LA Thieves.
You think?
Kenny the fuck out of here.
I was just about to say Kenny dropped a 0.89 this major.
Is a 0.89 like I don't want to say
Yes.
It's the third lowest in the league. Do you know who's below
like
him?
that's KD. That's KD. But like
We're
how,
talking
like, kill time and
strictly
how, like,
KD.
Like how's this OBJ though?
So if we're looking
fucking
at
matter.
I think that kind of matters more than KD. If he's a playmaker more than just a fucking kill whore, then yeah, I'll
48.4.
average time in Hill.
Yeah.
48 seconds isn't bad in Hill.
Sam has 96.3. So
He's
here's
got about like a minute and a half.
yeah. So here's my thing.
Yeah, what the fuck's his role, actually?
Who,
If he's
Kenny?
got 48 seconds in a 0.82.
He's a sub now, right?
I think to be honest with you, I think they're all pretty even.
TJ is a better sub than Kenny right now, no cap.
He's actually correct on that.
Yeah, you know what? Soap. I'm inclined to agree.
Oh no, that was Simba. I take that back.
Simba.
Oh.
I can't see chat.
No, but I think the hill time for LA Thieves is pretty even. I think they're all sitting around 50 to 60 seconds besides Sam.
What's Draza's KD right now?
Draza's, so they're all sitting around 0.99 to 0.89.
Nobody's above a 1?
Nobody's above a 1.
Bro, Draza be looking like a fucking hacker on 8s. How is this not pulling through to like at least the online matches?
I don't know.
Draza is their best player, yeah, and he's not even dropping a 0.1 or a 1.0. Sorry.
Sam's their best player, highest KD, 0.99.
Yeah, I think fundamentally, Draza is the best.
Fundamentally, yes. Statistically, right now, Sam is. Yeah.
But what else? Like, do you think Vegas changes or no?
No.
Because they got more wins already this year in the last like 2 years, right?
I don't think Vegas makes a change because I don't think they have enough money to make a change.
I mean, they could definitely. Challengers is their playground.
I don't think that they make a change. With them winning matches, let me remind you, they have only won 4 matches.
That's not bad.
They're above OpTic.
Yeah, but OpTic has that forfeit. Fucking bullshit. That forfeit's so stupid.
Yeah. So
how do you guys feel about Scraff? You think he's gonna do good?
Yeah.
Because he's finally playing with a scuff. He's not playing default everything. He's actually got fucking help this time. I'm excited to see him play.
So
what are matches this Friday? Shit, yeah, matches this Friday.
Friday, yeah. I don't think Vegas makes a change. The only other team I could realistically see making a change already did.
He needs the muscle memory for a scuff, though. Yeah, but he's used the scuff all last year and this year because he played challengers last year.
How does he not have a scuff?
He's good on. He never played with a scuff. He always just played default, and he finally got a scuff last year. It only took me when I took a break from Claw and used the scuff because I played Claw since World at War. So I don't know what year, 2008. I was 8 years old.
Actually, I will agree with AJ. I'll agree with AJ.
What?
Boston's the next team to make a change.
You think Zin's out? You think it's gonna be Zinni?
Yeah.
I don't think.
I love him, but
I don't think it's gonna be Reese or Awakening.
Yeah.
Nero's too good of an SM. Yeah, but I don't see them. What problems do they have right now? What's their?
Because Dashy plays the exact same as Methods, but he's better.
They're not 2-4, are they?
Yeah.
Because Dashy plays the exact same way that Methods does, except he's better.
Yeah, but Zinni's a really good leader. I don't think they'll give that up, especially for these young guys.
That is true. That's something to take into account.
And that's what I was gonna say that earlier when you guys were talking about like Lamar and shit. I was gonna say Zinni last year with the Boston team. The guy was leading a whole group of challenger teams basically, and then TJ was there, but TJ's not really a leader. He's more of like yes sir, I'll do that. Nero for Beans, no. Why would you switch an AR or an SMG for an AR? Yeah, Nero's their best player right now.
I don't think Beans is that good.
No, Beans is solid.
I think he's solid. I'll agree.
He does good in eights, which I know eights doesn't matter, but like he's holding his own against the pros.
He only played 2 matches.
In the CDL?
Yeah. He only played in those 2 matches. And he's
Did he win or no?
No, they lost.
What was his KD then?
KD
Florida needs to change? Oh yeah, why are we letting Florida go under the radar?
I don't think Florida makes a change either.
You don't think?
No. Florida already said that they're limiting their capital this year.
I think Toronto makes a change.
Toronto doesn't make a change either.
I think they make a change to Cammy.
No. Cammy?
No, sorry, not Cammy. Sorry, Standy.
I don't even think they get rid of Standy.
I think so. I think they do. He's like...
I think it depends. I think it depends how these matches go this weekend, without a doubt. and how
You
this
think
next major goes.
you think if any team they do shit now, they'll change before the major?
Without a doubt.
Like if you think if some teams.
I think after the major, I think they start talking to people before the major. If you're one of those bottom 10 teams, yeah. Because what is different this year than has been different in previous years is that you can make changes this year and not, right? You can not have to worry about champs this year. And it sounds stupid. I know everyone's like, oh, we got to win champs. Like everyone wants to win champs. But it's you're going to be playing the same game you are this year as you are next year.
Yeah, and that's
Call
why
me
even
faded.
Haggy made a good point about Dashy.
Call me faded. But even if you don't win this year, you place high enough, you get that capital, you bring in some better players for next year. And you start building your base now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. What did Haggy said it? What was like, Dashy needs to get on a team or challengers team or something now because it's a 2-year cycle.
It's a 2-year cycle. So if you're not playing this game, you're not going to have a shot to play next year.
Like everybody's going to know so much, and this guy's just going to know what shit from 8s and fucking ranked.
But I think he's going to be riding the bench until at least the Texas major.
Dashy. So they're saying that Standy's doing really good in the chat.
Yeah, Standy is doing really good. Let me see.
I don't know. What's Katie?
Obviously, you can't rely everything on Katie, you know. But he's got a 1.8, which is tied. It's him and Scrap.
Huh?
1.08, sorry.
Okay, I was going to say.
1.08 Scrappy, 1.08 Standy, Insight at a 1.05, and then Kleenex at 0.96. I don't think this team makes any changes. I think the next team would maybe be Boston or Florida. Or maybe London again if Scraps doesn't work out.
Well, Scraps has been doing good. I don't know.
We haven't seen him play in the league.
No, I know, but he's a good player. Nobody's seen him play in the league. What do you mean?
It's the last game he played
the guy
was
a pro all of CWL.
Yeah, true.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. These guys aren't Scraps is not a challengers player.
Yeah.
He's not an amateur. He's a pro. Scraps hasn't played this year. I know. No shit.
Yeah.
But Scraps is a pro. We've seen him play. He was on that phase roster in BO4. He was fucking godlike.
Yeah, that was literally. I think Tommy said that was his old BO4 roster without him and Celium.
Yeah.
So.
Asim, Trey, and Scraps.
Yep, sounds right.
So, I don't know, but I think that's a good place to end it for now until we get some live leaks. Maybe stream Friday, depending on what AJ's doing. Maybe we'll do an in-person down here. Me and him will watch the major.
Ooh.
Me and him will throw on the major.
Is the major this weekend?
Or, no, not the major, I'm sorry. The matches this weekend. Maybe we'll throw up a stream. Me and AJ chilling.
Wait, how? You're only 3 hours away from, what, Toronto?
Yeah.
So you're only 2 hours away from me, because Toronto,
yeah,
they're 2.5. Dude, I should just get my passport. Every major, we should do a fucking watch party at your place.
We can do it.
If it's only 2.5 hours, fuck it.
I'll get a couch. I'll get it set up.
Dude, that would be fucking lit. Oh, weed's not legal over there, is it? Fuck.
We'll talk about that off stream.
Oh, yeah, shit. Okay, I need my Mary Jane.
All right, everyone. It's been fun. Catch us on YouTube. AJ, plug your shit.
Just AJ Man on everything.
Perfect. It'll be down.
You know me. Here's my cat.
Here's the cat. AJ, what's that cat's name?
Axe.
Axe?
Hax. H-A-X.
Hax. Oh, okay. AJ has another name for him, but...
Dick.
Catch Hishman live on Twitch TV almost every day.
Yeah, twitch.tv/Hishmate. Help the Sopocalypse hit, and I want to hang myself.
We're gonna get him set up with a YouTube guy.
Yeah, I have so many clips, but I don't know how to edit.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll get him set up, everyone. So Hish's stuff will be down below. Make sure to join the Discord so that you guys get live notifications when I go live, when Hish goes live, and when AJ goes live. Catch us on Friday with a live cast. All right, everyone.